Hi guys, so this video is kind of by request, but it's about the redstone basics. Now the unfortunate thing, a disclaimer, is even though there seems to be lots of things I know about that I make videos on. One sec. Whoops! Sorry, forgot to exit out Discord. It's just a disclaimer that redstone circuitry and command blocks are two things that I've always struggled with in Minecraft. Yep, those are kind of my weaknesses. I'm not going to spend my time telling you about that in this video. Just to let you know that things like redstone, there's just so much about it. It's so generic, so broad, and so much depth that it's hard to discuss it all. And so a redstone basic tutorial, mine versus someone else's, probably going to be quite different. But at least you can go over some of the general things. The thing about redstone is there are always three parts to it. There is the power source, the circuitry, and then the end functioning device. And so what you're doing is, for me, I like to think of redstone as just like a power cord. Like if you had a vacuum, you're going to plug it into a wall, it works the exact same way. You got your vacuum, which is kind of like this door, the end product thing. You got your wire that you plug into the wall, kind of like this redstone, and then you got your power source, which is giving it the power. You can think of that as the outlet, or maybe even like the power plant that gives it power. That's how redstone works, and so you're going to use it like that in all kinds of different ways. Now there's another aspect to it, and you can think of it kind of also like a computer. Like a computer, uses zeros and ones, which means on or off kind of thing, whatever that data thing is called. For some reason my mind blanked. Anyways, just kind of like on, off, allow, don't allow, open, blocked, But me personally, I like to kind of think about it as like the cords right here. And so like if you're going to do something with redstone, you got to think about it like as if it were a power cord, like for a vacuum or even a light switch. So we have like our, well, come on, I'm not thinking the lamp here. So suppose we have it like a ceiling light. That's our end thing. Then we need our power cord circuitry to reach it. Will that reach it? Every update they change the redstone circuitry functionality a little bit different. So we have the end product thing right there. We have the circuitry, the power cord, and then we have the power source. And see, that turns our light on. Now it doesn't have to just be redstone. Torches, you can use levers. So suppose it was like a light switch for a house. You could walk in and turn your light on, turn it off. I mean, look, it's even up and down just like our aura light switch. Or if it's something where you just want a temporary on switch, you can use a button and it's just for a moment. And buttons are good for doors. I like levers, of course, for light switches, or anything that you want to be on permanently or temporary versus these. So those are those aspects of the redstone. But now we got another situation where we have the duration of power, or how long that power can go. So just so you know, when you have something powered for the redstone, it powers to 15 blocks, if I remember right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's make sure. Did I get that number right? Yep, see? It barely powers it. But if I were to do one more, it wouldn't work. See that? So now we have to worry about power extension. So once you hit the 15th block, you have to remember that somewhere in between there or here, you need something to extend it. The best thing for that is a redstone repeater. So you put that down, and look, it extends the power, and then we can go 15 more. 1, 2, let's make it clear weather. That thunder makes it hard to hear for you guys sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Need another one. 1, 2, and so on. And then you can extend it as you want. So that is a full circuit. There are other things called like a continuous circuit. Let's go ahead and do one of those. I use this all the time for flashing lights. And by the way, redstone repeaters have arrows that point the direction the power is going, meaning the power cannot surge back. It can only go forward. And so like I have this arrow pointing this way and this arrow pointing the other way. Then I'm going to connect these circuits right here. Then I'm going to put my lamp right here. Now these are ticks, meaning delay. So if I go 1, 2, 3, that's full delay. So that's 0 delay, 1 delay, 2 delay, 3 delay, which is full. Then what I can do is put down a torch for just a second and remove it. And see, look, it creates this continuous circuit, on, off, and that's what gives you the flashing redstone lamps. Now, there is a little disclaimer again about redstone circuitry. The fact is, with every update in Minecraft, here and there tends to be little changes that they make to the way circuitry works. In my opinion, it tends to get better as time goes on, so I think it's a good thing. But it does make it so suppose you have a map that was old, that had these redstone circuitries. If you used it in the newest version of Minecraft, there's a possibility it would not function without some sort of alterations to it. Also, because of that difference, what you see me doing here may potentially be slightly different on different versions of Minecraft, supposing like you're in the Bedrock edition. Now what I've done here, the basics, these should all be the same. These should all work the same. That wouldn't be different. But like a continuous circuit, that could potentially be different, or just the way the redstone touches something. Like you see how this redstone lights up that lamp right there? Now, in an older version of Minecraft, sometimes it doesn't work unless the redstone comes over the top. You see, it's little differences like that. And so if you're working with some sort of redstone circuitry and you're having issues, try to change the way it touches something, either by going over to the top or maybe going to the side. Pistons can be like that too. Should we work with a piston? Pistons are funny. You see how it's not lighting it up, even though it's right next to it? Now let's try it. Now it works. You see, you have to do little things like that and test it to make sure you can get it to work like that. This is kind of fun because it kind of gives you a repeating door, or you can put down blocks and it'll sit there and push it for you. Oh, I made it stop. Oh, it's not going to go anymore. Because the blocks are in the way. It has to have airspace. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun to mess around like that. Okay, well this video isn't about that. But those are actually the basics of how redstone works. And from there you can kind of go on from yourself, mess around. As far as what little bit I do know, I do know more than this. I know at least some things. But the way I learn it is from two different things, and I think this will really help you with your redstone education, if we can call it an education, is one, look up other tutorials, just random tutorials people have made of different redstone contraptions, try building yourself, and that gives you practice and a better understanding of different things you can do with redstone. The other thing, which I like to do, is just start putting redstone down, start doing random designs, and just figure things out by trial and error. I mean, this thing you see behind me and that redstone lamp thing behind me, those are not things I looked up in tutorials, although they're so simple, I'm sure there's tons of tutorials. They're things I just learned by accident, by just playing around. But, you can do that yourself, too. Pretty cool. And do lots of little things like this, and you can enhance houses and make your survival world pretty cool. And really, there's so many contraptions you can do. You can use these to make keycard doors. You can use it to make like hiding stairways that appear out of nowhere, or make hidden doors. Yeah, but those are for different tutorials. This is just the basics. Well, I hope that helped you. If you have questions, you're free to ask in the comments below. But beyond these little things right here, it's about taking the time to practice. We're learning with them, and yeah, just learning yourself and getting broader and broader more on redstone contraptions. Because redstone really is probably the most complex, besides command. Redstone commands are the two most complex things in Minecraft. So don't feel bad if you feel like you don't understand it. Because golly, there's so much I still don't understand myself. Anyways, that's all for this tutorial. Hope it helped you. And for now, I say goodbye.